Welcome back to Hey HR. Today's video, why they don't like me or why I'm too quiet and they don't like it. Let's go.
Morning, Sheila.
Good morning, Candace.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, I am so baffled at how people at the workplace are always mad at the person that's quiet or the person that's antisocial. Like, it just never sat right with me. Like, why are you mad because that person is not talking to you? And then y'all love to assume that quiet person is either stuck up or they think they better than everybody or they too good to speak or they looking down on people. Baby, regardless of what you think it might be or why you think the reason is behind them being quiet, it should not piss you off that bad that a person is not speaking to you because you too grown for that. And that's why I feel like a lot of y'all are still stuck in a high school mentality because y'all, I feel like y'all so used to being clicked up with people and having people around y'all that it intimidates y'all or it irritates y'all to see a person that can stand out or stand on their own and not mess with nobody. Like, I think it really intimidates y'all. And you can't say that it don't intimidate y'all because y'all have proven time and time again that it do. Because just by a person walking in the building and just being quiet and not messing with y'all or not fooling with y'all at all, it pisses you off. So yeah, you can't sit up here and say it don't intimidate y'all because yeah, it do. Because if it didn't intimidate y'all, y'all wouldn't be so mad about it. Y'all wouldn't be so mad about a person coming in and not saying nothing to y'all. Y'all too grown for that. People just don't be feeling like talking, and I'm one of them people. I do not be feeling like talking. I'm here to get my money and go home. That's it. Like, I'm doing what I'm getting paid to do. I don't get paid to talk to you and gossip with you or talk to you about nothing. If it's not work-related, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Now, don't get me wrong. If somebody speak to me or say, good morning, how you doing, I'm going to speak back. But as far as like standing there and holding a whole conversation with you and gossiping about whatever it is, I don't want to talk about it. If it's not work related, I really don't want to talk about it.
I had got reprimanded at work for not coming in and saying good morning to people, right? Mm-hmm. And in my eyes, I felt that shit was petty as fuck because why? We work in a call center. I don't even need y'all to complete my job. Like, I could come in here and not speak to anybody ever and still do my job every day. You feel me? And they basically pulled me to the side and said it's not proper office etiquette for me not to basically to come in like, hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, office. Da-da-da-da. I'm not one of those type of people, man. Like, it irritates me when somebody speaks to me too much in the morning. Like, what if I'm not having a good morning?
Some people in work environments don't have like a life outside of the job.
That's what it gives. It's like, why you come in here looking for positivity?
Because that's all they got. So when they leave, they have nothing going on once they enter the house.
Yeah, I definitely.
I did not expect that response. That was funny as shit.
No, because that they want friends, and they don't know how to explain that.
That was my whole point, son. Like, I did not come in here to be buddy with y'all. I came in here to get my money and go home. Like, I had got reprimanded.
I gotta tell y'all what happened to me at work today, but before I tell y'all, I have a question. What is it about an introverted black woman in the workplace that disturbs y'all so much? And when I say y'all, I mean some of y'all white people. Now, I said some, not all, so if it don't apply, let it fly. And if you feel like being slick, go and leave a comment because I have time today. I understand that black women, we have a stereotype and a narrative about ourselves in the workplace that we're very loud, we gossip, we like to be in people's business. I get that, but that does not pertain to everybody, and it doesn't pertain to me. I learned my lesson a long time ago. I don't fraternize with people that I work with, so there's never a time or a place that you're going to hear me say, hey, let's hang out, let's be friends, let's exchange numbers. I don't care about your grandkids, your kids, what you got going this weekend, what you throwing on that grill. That's not my business, and I have no plans on sharing my life with you. I'm just going to be honest. It's hello, goodbye, good afternoon. I'm probably not even going to ask you how you're doing because that's not my business. But anyway, my manager approached me today. She said, Jamise, can I talk to you for a minute? Yeah, what's up? Well, some of your coworkers seem to think that you're a racist because you're not friendly to them at work and you don't talk to them at work. My only response was okay, because I don't give a fuck. The first thing y'all gonna do, y'all gonna use that white privilege. Y'all use y'all white privilege the minute that y'all had a chance to, because I don't want to be y'all friend. Black women can't win for losing. Even when we quiet, we still bothering y'all. And y'all wonder why we don't deal with y'all in the workplace? It's the way you act. It's the way you act. Leave us the hell alone. Go to work, do your job, go home. All right? Don't worry about why nobody want to be your fucking friend, Becky. We don't have anything in common. And even if we did, I don't trust y'all. And that's exactly why. Go on, get up out my face. I'm sick of y'all. We can't win. Black women cannot win. I don't even know what to say.
Anyways, a commenter said that she experiences this in a workplace, and I see a couple comments saying they experience this in a workplace, and I responded back and I said I never experienced that. When I thought about it, you guys, I actually have. Quick story time. So I remember I started this job probably because I wanted to put the job in the past, y'all. So I started this job, and it was one of those good old boys type of jobs. You know, if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. Anyways, so I came in, and the receptionist at the front was an older black lady, and when I walked in, I was like, oh, hey, how are you? You know, super bubbly because that's just my personality. And y'all, she ignored me. This lady acted like she didn't even hear me. So I was like, maybe she didn't hear me. So I said it again. And this time I was facing her like face to face, and she didn't respond. Okay, fast forward. She ended up having to talk to me because she ended up having to transfer a call to me. So I ended up going upstairs. I would speak to her every morning. Y'all, she would ignore me. So I was like, let me start speaking to Miss Mamas because she act like she can't hear me. So I ended up telling my mom, like, this lady does not talk to me. She act like I don't exist. She literally doesn't say anything to me. Anyway, so I came downstairs one day, and she actually stopped me. And the first question she asked me, y'all, was, what kind of car I drive? She was like, I pay attention to what everybody drive here. What do you drive? And I was like, I drive a Mercedes. And she was like, so you want it in? She was like, you bougie too. She was like, you give me off AKA vibes. You in a sorority? I was like, yes, I am in a sorority. Yes, I am AKA. She was like, all AKAs are bougie. I'm like, well, that's not me. And I said, Miss Mamas, because I'm not going to say her name. But I was like, Miss Mom, I speak to you every day. Like, what is really going on? Like, I am so nice. I'm so friendly. She was like, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think you were nice. I was like, but I speak every morning to you. So I'm not understanding why you're not thinking I'm nice. And then, this lady ended up loving me. By the time that I ended up quitting the job, she loved me, y'all. She showed me pictures of her and her. She ended up getting married. She was older. She was like 70 something. She showed me her wedding pictures. She invited me places with her. All of this. She would bring me little snacks up there. She would like bring me little chips, little stuff to try, bring me cookies, cakes, pies, everything, invite me to church with her, all that, because she realized that we both shared the same faith and all those different things like that. And she ended up seeing who I was as a person. And she was just like, oh my gosh, you are such a great individual, a wonderful young lady, like all these different things. And it's so crazy, you guys, because I ended up telling her, you were so rude to me when I first started. Well, a couple weeks after that, one of my best friends ended up started working there. We weren't friends before that time, but we ended up becoming friends because of that job. And she was a young black lady too, and she drives a Mercedes as well. And she treated her the exact same way. She ended up loving us, y'all, and it's just so crazy. It's just so baffling to me. It behooves me that people are like this, because I'm from the South. Well, I'm from the South, y'all. I'm a country girl, okay? I'm from South Arkansas, honey. So I speak to everybody, and I greet everybody. Maybe it's just because I come from a small town and everybody know everybody, but I gotta realize I'm in a city, and it ain't the same. I don't know, y'all, but yes.
Come with me as I go have a meeting with my manager because I was told that I am unapproachable, and I do not seem friendly at all. That's so wild. That's so wild. That's so wild considering the fact that, I don't know. I mean, at this job, I have made it a habit of making sure I am unapproachable because I do work in a like warehouse facility type of thing. And at no point do I want it to be misconstrued that I am here for anything other than to work. I'm not trying to holler at nobody. I'm not trying to continue conversations. I'm not trying to get to know anyone. No, I don't. And even though I still have taken the precautions like to be unapproachable, I still am getting sexually harassed at this job. You know, the typical things. And again, it's not things that I would ever like bring up like to them because one, I'm an adult. These things happen outside of work, so it is whatever. Also, someone stole my hearing aid, and when I told them about that, they told me that they would have to like run the cameras and it would be like too much money to do so. But yet when yesterday, I guess somebody used my code to clock in and clock out, and they called me about it, and they were like, oh, well, we're gonna run the cameras. Well, while you doing that, run it back to the beginning of this month to see who stole my damn hearing aid. Also, what else has happened? Managers have been gossiping about me to other employees about how I can never be found at work. Like, but it's never that I'm not doing my job. It's just like, you just can't lay eyes on me. So that's that. And then what else? Yeah, it's just really the unapproachable thing. And I'm just like, I always wear my mask at work. I dress in boy clothes. I wear my steel-toe boots. I do my job, you know? But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get fired, but we gonna see it. the manager who told me to be here is late. So there's that. So now I'm just like waiting in the car. Yeah. So I noticed that when I first started working here, I also wear my mask, and I also had my hair in like a little slick back bun when I first started working here. So everyone was just like, what race are you? Like, where are you from? Habla español? And I kept on saying like, no, I don't. And then one time, this man got so mad at me that I did not speak Spanish. He was like, you don't speak Spanish? Why don't you speak Spanish? Because the black people who raised me didn't see fit to teach me Espanol. You understand? So yeah, there's that. And then what else? I don't know. I also know that I look super young. I look young, and also I have people that I know who work up here, and because of that, they have liked to like group us together, and we all are black. We are. So I'm just like, no. And then when one of us is missing, they always ask someone else, and I'm just like, and I keep on telling them, and I say it in this tone. I say, at no point do I want the personal knowledge that is someone that I know to impede on the fact that I'm an employee. And ever since I had that confrontation with one of my managers, he told me that like I wasn't like approachable, and like all the times that he has talked to me, I've just been super nice. But also, let me keep it clear, when he approached me that day, I was already clocked out. I was headed home, and he came to my car, knocked on my window, made me roll it down as if he was the law enforcement, and then proceeded to talk to me after. So there's that. What else? Yeah, there's just like something like, I don't know, it's just like not clear communication between like the managers, and then like they want me to pick up the slack. Like, no, I'm not anybody's handler at this job just because you know that somebody I know is a sister here. Like literally yesterday, she was like, my sister's name is Jay. She's like, you know Jay, right? And I said, yeah, she's an employee here. She looked at me and she said, don't get smart. Well, how about you don't be dumb and ask questions you already know the answers to? And if I have previously said that I don't want the knowledge that that's my sister to impede on the fact that I'm an employee, then maybe I meant that. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't get smart. Then, also, y'all know I'm deaf in one ear, right? Y'all know I'm deaf in one ear. So I was walking and someone was talking to me on this side of my ear. I can't hear. So when they get up to me, they're like, do we have a problem? Do you have an attitude? And I'm taken aback, like, what? What do you say? She was like, do you have an attitude? Like, I kept on calling your name, you didn't answer. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm deaf in my right ear. She was just like, well, you never told me. It hasn't come up. Like, it hasn't been an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just go around telling people, hey, I'm deaf. Like, no, this is new for me too. But yeah, so what else has happened? Honestly, I think that's it. I'm about to have this meeting, and prayerfully, I do not. Hopefully I can be nice and approachable and like put on my code switching voice and everything and give them like soft, sweet Sabrina instead of just like even kill, like, all right, hi. Like, that's the tone I always give when I'm at work. Because if I give you happy bubbly, you're gonna start talking to me about other shit, and I don't want to know. You know? So yeah, we gonna see what happens.
I've always been one of them people who just get my money and go home. Not because I think I'm better than anybody, but because I'm like professional. Like, I just want to keep it professional. There's been times where I developed relationships, but they went south, and then somebody tried to get you fired or tried to sabotage you. So I just keep it professional. I'm not one of them people who I want to come to the potluck and everybody's acting weird and funny. I'm not one of those people who let's meet up and let's go bowling all together or let's go to the zoo all together. I was never like that because, you know, they really want to just have something extra to talk about, in my opinion. So they want to get to know you better so they can form a bond to find things out about you to find some way to sabotage you later on.
I don't need any of that. I need some water and my check. And that's all I need, honey. I show up, I do what you asked me to do, and goodbye.
So what do you all think? Do I have to be courteous and nice to you to make you feel comfortable in the workplace? Should you just be able to come in and do your job and keep to yourself? What do you think? Does it set the tone for the office environment? Does being friendly really make a difference if you can do your job or not? Let me know what you think in the comments. Until then, bye from Hey HR.